Hello everybody, my name is Nate and welcome back to another video. Now, you may or may not have seen one of my last videos talking about how I would be switching from Unity to Unreal, and one of my other videos talking about how I wasn't going to do that anymore. If you want to see more information on that, you can go back to that. But in the end, I decided that I was not actually going to switch because of your support and your comments. So thank you so much for letting me know. But given that, I do still want to learn how to use stuff in Unreal Engine. So that's what we're going to try out today if I load this up. I have not used Unreal Engine for anything more than just graphics tests. So I would load it up to see how many FPS I could get, or to see the assets I could use. I tried to use Fab, but that didn't work. Besides that, I've created like one blueprint, and in that blueprint, all I did was push a string to like the top left corner of the screen. So I have not used this much at all. So I'm going to try to make two different type of games with no experience. I'm talking no tutorials, nothing like that, and we're going to see how far I can get. This is actually future Nate speaking. As you see the time, well, this is actually 3 hours behind, but I just finished recording my video, and I just want to say that unfortunately we do not make it. Our games are not complete, and you will probably be very frustrated by how little I know and how hard this was. Now, there's a lot of footage, so I'm going to try to make this as entertaining for you guys as possible, but unfortunately, I do not finish a video. And, I mean, my bad, not the video, but the game, because it's a lot. Unreal Engine, I'm sure it's not confusing, just being from a different game engine, this is confusing for me. So, I hope you guys do enjoy what you do see. Again, you'll probably get frustrated, because there's a lot of simple things, or things I think are simple that I unfortunately cannot accomplish because I don't know how to use this engine. But if you enjoy it, please like, comment, and share, and I definitely want to hear from you guys, so back to the video. Alright, yeah, you can see here I tried making a project, and I tried adding, this was when I had my cube, and over here I tried to make a little desert. But yeah, I haven't had much experience. I think we're gonna do blank. Yeah, we're not gonna do anything. Also, the two types of games that we're going to try to make is going to be a tower defense game, and the second one is going to be just a hyper-realistic scene. Now, I highly doubt that these two are going to happen today, but we're going to try. So we're here in our project. As you can see, it's pretty nice, pretty empty. Now, I do know that this is not completely empty. Do I want to do completely empty? Don't want to start with that, or should I start with basic? Hold on, I noticed some things are pretty similar and close to what Unity's like. Okay, I think unfortunately we are going to have to stick with a basic, only because I have no clue where to even start. Okay, so we have our scene here, and obviously we're just going to do a tower defense. It's not going to be anything too much. I just want there to be enemies coming towards you, maybe even in waves, we'll see, but enemies spawning in a random area around you coming towards the player, right? And then we're going to be able to place turrets that shoot at these enemies. Let me try hitting play. Okay, so I can move around. That's interesting. Why can I move around? Is it this? So this is what's making us move around for some reason. Edit in C++. Oh, we don't want to, I don't think we want to do this. No. I did want to use blueprints for this, because I know that they are getting removed or whatever soon. I don't know all the information, but I did want to try using blueprints because I know that a lot of people say that. This is really annoying me right here. I don't want to open Visual Studio at all. This is just the mesh. Yes, I need what's actually making it move. And this is our lighting from before. Okay, I see. Content. Okay, this looks about right. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm not seeing a ad, but oh wait. Okay, I'm a little blind. Basics. Okay, light shapes, just a cube. Okay, I like that. That's pretty nice. I love the lighting on this so much. It's so quick to be able to get like just this type of lighting so easily. Now for the player start, I want it to be a static camera, just looking maybe from an angle even. When I hit start, I'm moving this, which I'm guessing is my player. This looks similar to Unity. Very close. I don't know though. Normally it would just be a component. If I hit add right here, there we go. New blueprint. Oh, An actor component is a reusable component that can be added to any actor. Okay, so an actor component seems to be more like the blueprints are what would be controlling my object versus an actor's natural thing in the scene. And this, okay, so this is gonna be in my, okay, that makes so much more sense. So, okay, I'm gonna look pretty whoa, there's a lot going on. If I go into content drawer, right click, that makes more sense, just like Unity. Okay, and a blueprint class. Okay, so we're gonna have to remember that for the future, for sure. So if how do I open this? Edit enemy. Okay, and we're just gonna dock this into right here. Okay, perfect. So event graph. So I'm guessing this is like Unity's start function right here, and this is the event, which is easy enough to know. Is it a random? Okay. Why are these grayed out? This better not be called. Okay. There we go. Event begin. Perfect, perfect. So once it begins, I want to... What do I want to do on begin? When it begins, I want to spawn them in a random... around the middle, like the player. I want to spawn them in a random area. Is there just a spawn? Okay, there is. Just spawn. Select class. Spawn app. But this looks more like it's going... Oh, the spawn transform in the class. We have a lot of stuff from here. Okay, the transform. How do I... Variables? Oh. This is really close to Unity shader graph. Okay, so I can export, but that's pretty cool. I think we need to figure out something a bit more simple for now, because I don't know what I'm doing here. Each of these don't make any sense. Compile. Oh. Can I just drag this into... No, I can't. Can I drag the cube into here? Because I want to spawn this object. This is very confusing. Okay, you know what? For now, let's just start with getting a camera angle. If I can figure that out. Because I see up here, there doesn't seem to be a camera angle. I also don't know why you can move this around. If I delete this, what happens if I hit play? Okay, so for now, we're just not going to... Oh, I can still move around. Interesting. Why can I do that? Oh, okay, I didn't get it back. But no, I can still move around even though I deleted it. So what is my camera for the game? Whoa, what did I just do? What did I just do? Why am I so zoomed out? So if I want just a standstill camera, is this... No, this is the lighting stuff. But there's nothing else besides that. There's no other camera. How do I have it stay still? I can't really tell if I'm stupid or if I just generally cannot figure this out, because I want just a in Unity, all you need to do is have a camera object, and actually if you don't have a camera object, you can't run this. With Unreal Engine, there is no camera objects as far as I can tell. This all seems to be lighting here, and player start was the closest thing to a camera I can think of, but when I hit play, I'm still able to move around as if I have a camera, which is pretty cool, but that isn't what I want right now. Okay, so I think a new rule that I'm going to add is that I will be able to look stuff up in Google, but not on YouTube, so that I'm not following any tutorials. Oh, it's an actor. Okay. So all I need to do is, I don't know if this counts as cheating. If I picked blueprints, does that change much? I don't think so. So just an ordinary actor has this little ball right here. And then underneath it, I add a camera actor. So if I add an actor, how do I add an actor? I do know that blueprints have, okay. So if I just make oh wait. So there's not, now do I say it's camera? What do I do next? Wait, can I drag this into the scene? Oh! That's pretty cool. Oh, it's 3D now. Wait, can I add more stuff? Can I add? Oh, wait, this might work for my enemy. There's the camera. Okay. That makes... Oh, that's cool. That makes sense. Ish, I think. I'm just gonna do both. Oh, okay, so now if I hit play... No, it's still not using that camera. Tilt this down. And up. Okay, so now, how do I make it so that we use this camera whenever we hit play on the game. Maybe I just didn't hit something correct. Settings. We need to figure out how to remove it from this. Okay, so I spent about maybe 10 minutes trying to figure this out, and for some reason, I don't know if I'm missing something, but I just can't. I am going to, for now, move on, and instead we're going to work on our enemies. So we're going to open this. Okay, so based off of what I learned from trying to do the camera. Okay, I want to save this because that shuts me out. If I go here and hit add, then I can go cube. Perfect. So the Unity equivalent that I'm trying to do right now is just have a empty game object that spawns in cubes. It doesn't matter where right now, just spawns into cubes. So I'm wondering if we can do that. Active from class. Is that what I want? Okay, let's just do spawn active from class. Spawn transform. Can I do this? No, I can't. Okay, so we're going to try a little something. I don't know if it's going to work, but I keep on seeing spawn active from class, and they would put spawn here, you know. Okay, so I can do enemy 2. Okay, let's see if this works. Infinite loop detected. Okay, what I'll do is if I go here and create a blueprint class, so enemy spawner. So this is like my empty game object, and I just won't add anything to this part. And then spawn active from class, select class to be, and then transform. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's go. Which is a bit. Oh, was prune pin not connected? Does that work? Can I compile this? No. So this is spawning enemy 2. If I go back to enemy 2. We're just going to, can I log a string? There we go, easy enough. We're gonna say spawned. Let's just spawned. Wait, log blueprint messages. Okay, hold on. What else can I put in here? Get display name. There we go. Okay, so it did work. It's right here. For now, we are going to delete that, as you see here. So then, setting vector 3 at 0, maybe. Let me just remove all cubes if I hit play. Okay, there we go. Now we have a cube in our scene. So now, I just need to make this run multiple times. So when I press the space bar, it should spawn our enemy. Oh, blueprint is bad. So let me save the scene, my progress. And then open the output. I can't open the output. I don't see anything. Nothing spawning. I have an enemy spawner in here. I hit play. What is default pawn? And why can't I see it? I can't tab out. Maybe I should use a different one. Okay, or a number, and that's fine. Whatever. So if I press, was it 6? And it didn't spawn. So if I set it back to this instead, or okay, or that, and then hit play, now it spawns. Okay, I'm gonna assume something's just wrong with my keyboard for my sanity. If I go to set timer by event, if I compile this, okay, it does work. Past a bad function. I really don't like this camera. So logged this right here, but it didn't do it again. Oh, because I didn't turn on looping. So now if I do this. Okay, for some reason, it just did it once, even though, I mean, I see this right here, that the message says set timer past a bad function, which I don't understand why. Every 1 second. And save. There we go! Okay, so now we're spawning a cube every second because it's delayed. Now I don't know how to stop this and start it again. That's the problem. Before I move on, I do want to see if I can manage to do something like that. So let me see if I can get the space bar to work. You know, for now, I guess we don't need to work on making it so that we can start and stop it. We just want simple enemies get spawned, and right now that's what's happening. Enemies are spawning. So we're going to go into enemy number 2, and we're going to work on this for a sec. Oh wait, no, I can't. I have to make so that the enemies actually load in. Okay. So then I set this here, compile, and it works, I think. Oh, so it looks like 5 is a very, very small difference on regular 50. And then hit play. Okay, that is farther. Oh, I can't go into the objects. Interesting. ZZ up access, not Y. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're spawning random. Okay, but it seems like we have to spawn them like pretty. Like the values need to be pretty high. Oh. Can I do multiple? I can't. So maybe I have to set this to a tick. Because I don't think it should be once. It should be all the time, right? Is it still spawning in one area? Or what I thought would be happening is that this is set to like 0 in editor. Yeah, the default value right here. Hit play. There we go. Now they're spawning everywhere around the center. Damn, that took forever though. Okay, that's perfect. Now it's happening pretty often. Let me see. Let me make the area wider so it can cover a lot more area. There we go. Now they're spawning all around. So now the simple-ish part is that we just want them to move towards the center. If I plug that into there instead. And then hit play. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that's not what we want. I keep on forgetting I can't plug it into multiple things. What happened here? Okay, so it seems that here... I can't figure this out. My best accomplishment is the fact that I can just get these to spawn in random positions around the map. Now, I know it's only confusing because I am new to this, and that the real way to probably make everything is probably a lot better than whatever I'm doing right here. I think that we're going to have to come back to this later. Hello everybody, so we are back, and as you can see, it's been a few hours. Yes, I know. Actually, this is behind. It's actually 9:33. I don't know why it says 6. But I tried to experiment a little bit more, and it just felt like it was really hard to do some of the simple things. So I did have to take a little break, and actually I had a lineup appointment. So we are now back, and we're going to open our project, and we're going to start again, and we're going to get this done. We're back, and we're going to get this done. So as far as I remember, yes, we have objects spawning around place. what I'm going to try to do is give these objects a red texture. Let's see if we can do that. So I can take this. Okay. Create new asset, create new material, and we'll put this in. Wonderful. And this material is empty, I think. Okay. Oh. This has a lot of potential. So it's just every material is just a shader graph or material graph out of the box, which is pretty cool. Okay, so you see we have our enemy is now red. I wonder if I can add well, I don't know which way is facing forward now. Would that be the white? So now if I go back here, okay, enemies are now red. That's perfect. I want to see if we're just going to do this in steps. Set actor rotation. Okay. So question is, can I just make it look at a specific direction? And I want this to happen every frame. So I know that I would plug this in. And then this value is what we want to look at. Now, it's not going to be smooth, I know, because I didn't lerp anything. But for now, I think that is okay. And we do that every frame. So compile, and it succeeded. So when I hit play, all of them are now looking at... Oh, let's go! And now looking at the center. They're spawning pretty quick, though. If I go back to the viewports, let me see if I can add some glasses onto him, just like I would in Unity. So if I add a cube, it's cool you can edit the normals and all that already, like just straight out the box. Okay, so now they're all looking at the center. Perfect. So now that we have that, the question is, should we try to smooth this out? Hold on, can I control G? Can I group? So we're setting the actor location every second. This new location is going to be, I guess, a lerped value between our current. So let me do that. Our location, and multiply this by... Oh, wow, wait, hold on. This might be easy. By that. Every frame. Okay, yeah, it's pretty quick. It's like instant teleporting. So if I could get a... Wait, no, it's not. Wait, is add relative locate... What if I just do this? And then... Hold on. If I just plug this into here instead. So we're taking... This is a bit confusing right here, but we don't need any of these. But take our forward vector and add that to our relative location. I think that's what that means. Wait, did it actually work? They're all moving in a straight line. They're all moving in a straight line. Okay, but they're not spawning where I want them to spawn anymore. They're all supposed to spawn at a random position on begin. I think I disconnected something I wasn't supposed to. And then we add our location over here. I think that might work. Probably okay. So we're back to this. I don't know why this is happening, but I have to say that they are... Maybe I just need to slow it down a lot. But the speed's at 0 so they... Oh wait, they're not moving now. Hold on. I think I somehow managed to get that working. Wait! Oh, wait, what on earth? Sorry, my alarm just went off. I guess I just had to only do this one once. Maybe it was setting the okay, wait, no, I understand. I was setting the actor's randomized location every frame, every tick. So now I'm set. Okay, I see. That works. That works perfectly. Now I need to somehow make it so that these two are connected. Can I put this underneath it? Okay, perfect. Everything's compiled, and now they should all move at the same time. Okay, perfect. They're all moving towards the center. Yes! Let's go! Okay. Okay. Is there a distance too? Because I want to see if I can... So now that we have our objects, as you can see here, moving towards the center and spawning and despawning, 10 seconds is probably too little, right? Some of them might not be able to make it. Yeah. Now they're not disappearing when the distance to 0 is 1. So maybe I shouldn't do 1, and maybe I should do... But I mean, it's fine. I guess they shouldn't really. I guess there's not really a need for them to stop yet, you know, because they're going to hit the player. Speaking of, we're going to make that right now. We're going to add a character, and we're just going to call this player, and it's set its position to 0, 0 because that's where our player is. Okay, there we go. So, arrow component mesh, our player, movement. So I don't know what any of these are, but we're going to add a cube, of course. Because no, actually, no, this will be our spear. This is our player, and then we're going to set its material to a new one, of course. Oh, okay, here we go. So our player is green. We're going to here, and it should be green. All right, wonderful. Now we do have a collider. I think that's what this is right here, which we'll deal with in a second. Yeah, I can't control the player at all, interestingly enough. And also it's float. That's because of his collider. That's easy enough fix. Okay, radius. And then the height. Yeah, the unit system on this is definitely different than Unity. Some eyes just like the other one. I mean, just like our enemies. If I add a small little cube, and this is what we would always do. Okay, so if I compile this and save it, hit play, I start right here. We have our little character right here. Now, is this our all? Okay, yeah, they're all coming towards it. And if I'm not mistaken, they should all cross paths. Well, unless they disappear. Yeah, we're going to up the time they disappear on event tick. Now, we're going to get this first try, alright? I feel like we're getting the hang of this, so we're going to add rotation. Okay. Right now, what I'm trying to do is whenever we press like D, it would rotate right, and when we press A, it would rotate left. But I'm trying to figure out how I could do something like that. But we're gonna see here. Right, for now, it should just be okay. It's just rotating. Wonderful. That was actually pretty easy. Now we're gonna handle the camera. That's gonna be our last final challenge. You know, we're gonna roll all the way back to the first challenge we had. We're gonna see if we can complete that. Whenever A is pressed, then we want to do this. Whenever D is pressed, we want to do this. I don't know if that's the right directions yet, but we're gonna see in a sec. And no, it's okay. Hold on, nothing's happening. I wonder if that's because my spectator camera is taking over, but I don't know how to fix that. I'm about to do research for this because I am very confused. Okay, so I have done some research, and unfortunately I did have to watch a video. I don't get it at all. And I still can't figure out how to make it so that when I hit play, we use just the camera that's in the scene instead of whatever virtual camera I have here. and I can't find it anywhere. Don't know how to make a, actually I can probably just game mode. No, I can't make it up there. I really don't understand. Does this do anything? So we compile this. Oh! Wait, what just happened? Something worked. If I get rid of player start, does that do anything? I'm not moving anymore. But I'm not using the other camera either. Do I have multiple cameras? No, I only have one camera in here. But that was better. We actually, wait, is it looking at what the player is looking at? Is that what's going on? I think we're going to end it right there. I'm sorry, but I do have a lot of footage that I already have to cut down, and I know that we definitely did not finish this goal, yet alone get to the other goal, but I really cannot, without watching tutorials, figure out how on earth I can continue forward. I don't understand what is going on here and why it's specifically the camera. On top of that, if I can't figure out this camera stuff, then I cannot figure out whether or not pressing my other buttons to like spawn bullets is going to work, and stuff like deleting objects based off of whether or not they got shots or not. All that stuff is going to be, of course, way harder than something as simple as changing the camera angle. So we are going to have to stop it right there. Unfortunately, I am very sorry. But I will definitely make a part 2 if you guys want to see that. And I won't touch Unreal Engine until then so that you can see my raw reaction. Now, I will be reading comments, so everything you guys tell me, I will take into account and will apply towards what I'm doing right here. But if you enjoyed the video, again, please like and comment. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I know that I probably am missing a lot of stuff, really obvious stuff, but I am new to this and definitely can't wait to learn more, of course. So if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.